Hi, this is Annie Manning with Paint the Moon Photoshop Actions, and I'm going to be working with the sets Luminosity The Essence and Luminosity The Artisan. They're two sets by Paint the Moon that have been created to work together. The Essence is going to contain your workflow actions, your color workflows, your black and white workflows, and a whole bunch of finishing touches. Including some softness and blurs, a lot of different paint-on actions, and some workflow tools. The Artisan set contains 35 different toning, color shift, matte haze type actions that add a unique touch and style to your image. Both of these sets include blending actions, and when you run the blenders, they run all of the actions in that category, so you can run all of your workflows together, all of your black and white workflows together, and at the end you will be able to go through and just quickly try each one to see what looks best, and you will also be able to mix and match them. Both sets are created to work together to be highly customizable, and they can all stack together, so you don't need to flatten or worry about things getting messed up when you run multiple actions together. And so I'm going to start out with this image here with my base color workflows, and I'm going to run Verve on this one. It gives it a nice clean punchy pop. And I'm going to turn the opacity down on that one, and then I'm going to run Light Bright, which is a great one for images that are a little underexposed, and it also works well on any image if you turn the opacity down a little bit, because it does brighten it up quite a bit, and it gives a big punch of color. And I'm going to actually turn off one of the color punch layers so we don't have that intense of a color. So yeah, you can see here they're just stacking up just nicely, and you don't have to worry about them interfering with each other. You can see our before and after with just 2 quick clicks. And after we do that, I'm going to run a couple of workflow fixes here. I'm going to run Spot Color Doctor. She has a little bit of green on her arm, and that's actually from that's bokeh from a bush that was in front of the lens, but it looks a little odd, like she has a green arm. So I'm going to brush that away with a Spot Color Doctor. I'm going to select a good color of skin there, and just very quickly brush over her arm there where the green was, just so it's not so distracting. And I'm going to go in here and turn up that color layer just a little bit, and you can see the difference there. And now I'm going to get into the more creative stuff and go back down to the Artisan set. And I'm going to select La La Love, and it's a very warm, very intense action. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my layer mask here and hit Command-I on a Mac or Control-I on a PC to invert that layer. And it hides it until I paint it back with white. I'm going to take my white brush here and just paint here and there to bring back some of that warmth just where I want it. And now I'm going to run the Film Haze layer, the Film Haze action from the overlay finishes in the Artisan. It gives it that nice soft film look with muted highlights and a little bit of a peachy tone. And I'm just going to leave it there at 65%. I'm going to finish this with a couple more little finishing touches. I'm going to use the Brush On Peachy Tone Skin from the Artisan. It's Brush On Peachy Skin Glow. And I'm just going to touch it here and there on her skin. Right here, just to give it a nice soft glow. It's very subtle. And it can be turned up, like all of these, to be very intense or very subtle, whatever you wish. And I'm going to use Petal Soft from the Essence to soften up and give a kind of a matte finish to the background. And it runs on the entire image, and then you just mask off where you want to keep it nice and crisp and bright, which is her face. So I want to keep that from being affected by the action. And so it gives it a nice deep matte look. And I'm going to finish with an Artisan action from the finishing touches. This is Earth and Ruby Paint On. And just go around the edges here and give it this Earth and Ruby kind of toning and darkening. and see our final before and after here. It's our before, and that's after. And I thank you for listening, and we'll show you it one more time here. Before and after, with just a few actions from the Paint the Moon, Luminosity, the Essence, and the Artisan sets. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.